This is the Mojec Meters International factory floor, located along the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway, Lagos. Collectively, the different assembly lines here produce well over 1 million units of smart meters every year, serving different power distribution companies across the country. The installation manager, Mr. Monday Bogu, tells me about the operation.
We have installed capacity of 1.2 million meters, ratio 70 to 30.
When you say ratio 70 to 30, what does that mean?
It means we are able to produce 70% of the installed capacity as single-phase meters and 30% as three-phase meters.
All right, so tell me about the different production lines that you have.
We have 3 divisions: the single-phase, the three-phase, and then we have the CIU, which we want to call the UI, user interface unit. So those are the 3 subdivisions. Along the assembly line, we have each officer or each worker assigned a task or multiple tasks. They do some. We have some who are proficient in soldering. They solder the component that are supposed to be soldered, and those are supposed to screw. They also take part in screwing those aspects of the meter that are supposed to be screwed. The most critical point of the assembly line is that upon total assembly of a meter, they are sent to the machines for test. We have the calibration test machine, which we use in calibrating these meters. You know, they are not like the electromechanical meters whereby you have moving parts. We don't have any moving parts, so the calibration is done by software. After the calibration, the meters are sent to the test lab, where they are tested against all other standards as recommended by IEC. They go through the frequency variation test, they go through accuracy tests, they go through reliability tests, they go through tests of meter constants, and a few other multiple tests before they are confirmed.
So talk about the projects you're working on now, or the orders that you're working on right now.
We have orders from ADC. We are to supply ADC with 150,000 units of DIN meters. We are to supply them with over 5,000 units of LV MD prepaid meters. We are also supplying them with some units of single-phase and three-phase BS meters. We have orders with Just Electricity Distribution Company. Recently, that's about 3 contracts running with Just. Single-phase, three-phase, MD prepaid, and statistical meters. We also have orders with Abuja Electricity Distribution Companies.
Shortly afterwards, we're set with the MD CEO, Mojec Meters International, Chantel Abdul, who speaks about the intervention of the Bank of Industry and other industry-specific issues.
Ms. Chantel Abdul, thank you for coming on BoI Weekly. All right, so tell us about Mojec Meters International.
Mojec Meters International is a subsidiary of Mojec Global, and Mojec Global is the group holdings company of which Mojec International is a subsidiary. Focuses on our metering business. I think a lot of people in the market knows Mojec as a metering company, but they're also aware, of course, of the variety of businesses that we're involved in as well. But Mojec International, of course, which is the a holdings company, started in 1985, and at the time, Mojec was well known under the days, or rather, in the auspices of the Nigerian Electricity Power Authority, and we did a lot of business with PHCN then as well. We were primarily known for metering then. We did a lot of work in transmission, and we were probably one of the first companies in Nigeria to bring electricity meters into the market in Nigeria.
Are you assembling or manufacturing?
For us, we chose assembly. Now we're backward integrating as the market has matured. We produce at the moment at what's known as the complete knockdown. All right, so that's a higher level of assembly versus, so we're soldering, right, onto the, which you will see as well. We produce a wide array of products. You have the non-smart prepaid meters, which are, again, prepaid meters that do not have, that are not smart able, as we say in the industry. And then, of course, we do. Now, the smart meters are used in the residential areas, but then you also have the industrial meters. Now, those meters are for higher energy consumption, which, of course, a lot of industries. And that also runs, it could be a huge apartment building, it could be a hotel. Those are maximum demand meters, so we also assemble those at the factory. We also produce DIN rail meters, right? These are somewhat cheaper types of meters, right? That can be used either within a city or in the suburb or in a rural area.
So who are your off-takers?
The answer to that is sort of twofold, right? Who is my ultimate client is the end user. That's you and I, yeah? You and I, those who own homes, those who own offices, factories, malls, whatever it is, right? But who is my direct client is the utility. So the utility is our direct client.